Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, a mindfulness podcast for kids. I'm glad you're here. Today we'll use mindfulness and imagination to practice magic. First, a word for the grown-ups. Like You is listener-supported, so if you'd like to help us continue making new episodes, join us at patreon.com/LikeYouPodcast for early access to every episode and other special perks. We also appreciate it when you help others find our show by telling your friends or writing a review on Apple Podcasts. All right, listeners of all ages, find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. You're not only a listener, but a thinker, a speaker, and an important part of this podcast. So I hope you'll answer questions aloud and participate in our activities. Of course, if you'd rather just think your answers quietly in your head, that's okay too. Now, are you ready to make some mindful magic? We'll start with a levitation breathing exercise. Levitation means making a person float off the ground. As we breathe, we'll imagine you are floating. Each deep breath in will lift you up into the air. We'll hold our breath for a few seconds as we imagine floating. Then, as we breathe out, we'll float slowly back down for a gentle landing. So start by sitting where you feel comfortable. Now, close your eyes. Clear your mind. Try not to think of anything at all. Relax and feel your breath slowly going in and out. Now quietly whisper, "I am magic." Can you feel the magic growing inside you? Now, as you take a long, deep breath in, imagine that breath lifting you up off your seat so you're floating in the air. Hold that breath as you levitate in midair. 1, 2, 3. Now slowly breathe out and feel yourself drifting down, down, down. So you're sitting in your seat once again. You did it. That was fun. Let's try levitating again. Imagine that the longer and deeper of a breath you take, the higher you can float. So try taking your very deepest breath. Deep breath in, floating up. 1, 2, 3. Now hold that breath as you float in the air. 1, 2, 3, and a long breath out as you drift safely back down. 1, 2, 3. One last time. Take a long, deep breath in as you float higher and higher in the air. Hold the breath and imagine looking down at the world around you. Then release your breath as you slowly float back down to earth. Now, on the count of 3, we'll all say, "I like me." 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. You are full of wonderful, mysterious magic, and you make the world a better place when you share your magic with others. So are you ready to try some more magic? Let's try using super speedy listening to make the podcast move faster. This kind of magic takes more than one person to work. It will only work if we all use our magic together. So close your eyes again. Focus really hard on listening. Listen very closely to my voice and to the music playing in the podcast. Feel the magic growing inside you. Now imagine all the other kids listening to this episode around the world. Imagine the magic growing in each of you. Now on the count of 3, we'll combine our magic to use super speed and make the podcast move faster. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Until next time, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that... Wait a second. We skipped over the whole rest of the podcast. It's not supposed to be the end yet. Oh, we must have used too much super speed. Let me see. We need to figure out how to go back to where we left off. I think we should use our magic to travel back in time so we can hear the rest of the podcast. We'll have to work together again. So close your eyes, clear your mind. They say that our sense of smell is closely tied to our memories. So we'll use smell to travel back in time. Breathe slowly in and out of your nose, focusing on what you can smell. Feel the magic growing inside you. On the count of 3, we'll work together to travel back in time. 1, 2, 3. Let's try using super speedy listening to make the podcast move faster. This kind of magic takes... Stop! Noah? Is that you? I mean, me? Yes, it's me, Noah. I'm you from the future. What? So that means I'm you from the past? Is that why my voice sounds like this? How is this possible? Me and the other podcast listeners used magic to travel back in time to hear the podcast. But I wasn't planning to use time travel magic. We were just about to use super speed to speed up the podcast. No, we already did that. But we went too fast and we missed the whole episode. So we came back in time to stop you. Oh, I didn't realize the listeners' speed magic was so powerful. Yeah, I know. Their magic is strong. Anyway, I'll pick things up from here. Why don't you take a break? Really? Gee, thanks. Take good care of the podcast while I'm away. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, podcast friends. Bye, Noah. Bye, me. Okay, now where were we? Let's try another type of magic. This is a kind of magic we've been learning together for a while without even realizing it. It's called mindful calming magic. Do you ever have times where you get so upset that you feel like you're out of control? Where your heart beats fast and you feel angry inside? Where you want to calm down but you feel like you can't? Maybe it happens when you're having a hard time at school. Maybe it happens when you have to do something you don't feel like doing. Maybe it happens when a friend or a sibling does something that makes you feel upset. Whenever we feel frustrated, mad, jealous, or afraid, it can sometimes feel like we're not in control. When you feel that way, you can use mindful calming magic. Let's try it now. First, spend just a few seconds imagining that you're frustrated about something. Squeeze your hands into fists. Lift your shoulders up high. Take short, fast breaths. Make an angry, mean face and pretend you're very mad. Now we'll use our mindful calming magic. Close your eyes. Release your fists and wiggle your fingers. Now relax your shoulders. Place your hand over your heart. Can you feel your heart beating? Is it beating fast and frantic or slow and steady? Now take a few deep breaths. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. In between each breath, remind yourself that you're in control by saying an affirmation. Repeat this one. I am in control of my feelings. I am in control of my feelings. Now, take another deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. Repeat this affirmation. I am full of magic. I am full of magic. Try relaxing your body even more, letting go of all your frustration. Then take another deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. Now say, I am stronger than my fear. I am stronger than my fear. Now, another breath in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. This time, repeat, all of my problems have solutions. All of my problems have solutions. Keep relaxing more and more. Take one more deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Then let it out. 1, 2, 3. Say one more affirmation. It may be hard, but I can do it. It may be hard, but I can do it. I am magic, you are magic, we are magic, don't forget it. Great job. You just used mindful, calming magic to help yourself feel in control of your feelings. Every time you practice calming magic, it gets a little stronger, so it's easier to do the next time. You can practice this magic anytime, and the next time you feel out of control, remember, you're full of magic. I am magic, you are magic, we are magic, don't forget it. I am magic, you are magic, we are magic, don't forget it. Now, we've already said a few affirmations while doing our mindful magic, but let's wind down with a few more affirmations. Repeat each of these after me. I choose my attitude. I choose my attitude. I make good choices. I make good choices. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of who I am. I share my magic with the world. I share my magic with the world. Now, let's smile and take a few slow, deep breaths as we wind down our time together. I can't wait to spend some time together again soon. Until then, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. Like You is a production of Perpetual Motion. It is written and hosted by me, Noah Glenn. I also composed and performed the Like You theme music and other music that appeared in the episode. Additional music for this episode came from I Make Mad Beats. Our podcast cover art was illustrated by Maya Sane, and our episode art is created by Lindsay Glenn. Our podcast is listener-supported, and you can be a part of supporting us by joining our Patreon group at patreon.com/likeyoupodcast. Other ways to support the show are by telling your friends, writing a review on Apple Podcasts, or checking out our online shop at likeyoupodcast.com. Our website also features show notes for every episode, and we love hearing from listeners. You can send us voice memos, drawings, and pictures by having a grown-up send an email to hello@likeyoupodcast.com. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at LikeYouPod, and thanks for listening. And as one last magic trick, for anyone who listened all the way to the end, now it's time to disappear.